Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson, man. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the roster cuts that the Cowboys have made. And today was the last day to cut down your roster from, I believe, that had 80 people all the way down to 53. So right now, previewing you what I'm showing you right now on the offense. Before we hop into the video, I would appreciate it if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment your thoughts about the video, and share my content with anyone who you think might like my content. So yeah, man, just hopping straight into it. This is what the Cowboys official 53 looks like. So right now, there's no backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. It's fine. This is just the initial 53. We won't have a finalized 53 until closer to September 11th when we play the Bay Buccaneers. Of course, every single team out there will have a backup quarterback. So that means, I believe, of this offense, the Cowboys are probably going to let go of running back, or they might let go of an offensive line, maybe, or maybe a tight end. I'm not sure. Or it might be they might make a transactional move through the defensive side, and they might release somebody on that end, because I believe we will have a backup quarterback, whether it's between Cooper Rush or Will Greer. And the Cowboys, they let go of those two I just mentioned, plus Ben DiNucci. So right now the Cowboys don't have any quarterbacks. Running backs were 3 deep with Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, and Rico Dowdle. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. We also had news today that Michael Gallup passed his physical. So to me, I still stand on that. Michael Gallup isn't going to be returning until November, maybe October. But if one thing real quick I got to get out about Michael Gallup, I don't want the Cowboys pressuring him or forcing him to get back on the field earlier than he should, because they don't feel too confident in this offense without having at least another solid receiver out there. I really, really, really hope they don't have him playing out there at least the first month of the season. If we see him out in October, which will be around like 10 months since his injury from December when we play the Cardinals, it would have been, if he plays in October, he officially plays in October, he'll be able to play, I believe he should be fine around 10-month recovery. But I honestly feel like he shouldn't come back till November, and I really hope that the Cowboys aren't pressuring him to play week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got James Washington. Same thing. He's going to be an IR guy. He's going to be, he's going to miss the first 4 weeks of the season. And when I calculated when he first got his injury back in July, I already did the math, and he won't be back until like October. So he'll miss the first month of the season, which was expected. Jalen Tolbert, of course, Simi Fehoko, Noah Brown, Kavontae Turpin, Dennis Houston. Tight ends, we're going 3 deep with Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot. Offensive line, Tyron Smith, who's out for the season and probably won't ever suit up again in Dallas Cowboy uniform. We got Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. Connor McGovern, Josh Ball, Matt Forniak, and Matt Willett. Defense, D-ends. Michael Parsons fits in D-end and linebacker, but of course he's listed as linebacker. So D-end, they got DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Terrell Basham. D-tackle, they got Gallimore, Oso Digizua, Quentin Bohanna, Tristan Hill, Chauncey Golston, and John Widgeway. Linebacker, they got Parsons, LVE, Jabril, Anthony, Lou Gifford, Devin Harper. Corners, they got Diggs, AB, Jordan Lewis, Deron Bland, Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph. Safety, they got Curse, Malik, Donovan, Israel Mukwamu, and Marquise Bell. In this next slide, I'm going to be showing you guys who the Cowboys cut down and got rid of. They're either going to be on the market or they just sent to practice squad. So let's hop into it, man. Let's go. So shout out to Matt Owen, Professor O. You guys see his tag underneath his name, Matt Owen. Make sure you guys go follow him. He's really great. The cuts, we cut Malik Davis, who I really, really liked. I believe he might be a practice squad guy. But Aaron Shamplin, that's a running back who injured his ankle when he fumbled the ball in the last couple seconds against the Seahawks. It was a high ankle sprain, I believe. So, he's going to be recovering through that. He might be a practice squad. We let go of Sean McEwen. He didn't perform that well this year in training camp. He did really well last year in training camp, and that's what got him to earn that third tight end spot. But, he got cut. Probably another guy that's going to get practice squad. Receiver, we let go of Brandon Smith, who had a really nice camp, but, practice squad maybe. Dontario Drummond. We let go of Avante Collins, Braylon Jones, Alec Lindstrom. On defense, we let go of Carlos Watkins, who was really solid for us last year. Mike Tafua, Josiah Brunson. Linebacker, we let go of Story Jackson. Corner, we let go of Taylor Stewart. Safety, Tyler Coyle, Thomas. And then Malik Jefferson was waived, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get brought back also for the practice squad. So those were the cuts that the Cowboys had made. What I overall think of the roster, it's fine. I believe that the Cowboys should still go out and go get a couple of guys. And in the next slide, I'm going to be going over who I think that did get waived, that I think that the Cowboys should pick up and add to their roster. He's a young player, and I think that it would really help out this team. I felt like they should have went out there and picked up an offensive tackle, for me, like an Eric Fisher. And I felt like in Eric Fisher, he would start for you at left tackle, and you can keep Tyler Smith at left guard. I understood that Tyler Smith was going to eventually be the future replacement of Tyron Smith. So Tyler Smith, for me, if he goes out there and balls out and becomes his next great stud tackle that we have for, like how we had for Tyron Smith, and we don't have to worry about left tackle for another decade or two, which would be really great. And I think that the Cowboys will just have to go back in the draft and look for a guard. And I end up having a backup quarterback. I'm not too worried about that. I know some people might panic, but I'm not panicking about that. I know every single team, they always end up having a backup quarterback, so I'm not even worried about that. Wide receiver, I wish we would have signed at least one vet, but just the Cowboys are just trying to stand a point that, they don't need any receivers because they paid Dak all this money, and they somehow get this weird mentality that if you have a great quarterback, that great quarterback can take fifth, sixth stringers and elevate them to starters into the NFL, which is mind-boggling to me. Won't get too much detail in that one. Tight end, I like our tight ends the way they're shaped up right now. And everything else, I love everything that's on the defense. I love that Izzy made the roster, which I knew. I love that Marquise Bell made the roster. I also had that same feeling as well. So I'm really happy for those guys. And yeah, I like how the roster is. We're still going to end up having a backup quarterback. And yeah, so let's go into a player who I think that the Cowboys should go win, and that will help this team at least depth-wise. Or who knows, if he comes over to this team and we develop him right, he might be a really, really nice player for us. So let's hop into it, man. Let's think that the Dallas Cowboys should pick up former first overall pick, not first overall, but first round pick that got picked 17th overall by the Raiders. I feel like the Cowboys should pick up Alex Leatherwood. Today, there was a bunch of rumors circling around like the past month and a half that the Raiders were looking into, waiving Alex Leatherwood that they selected in the first round, I believe like 2 years ago. So if I'm the Cowboys, I go and I pick him up. Obviously he was first round talent. He comes from Alabama, and you know how a lot of Alabama players are great. They have a lot of great potential. And, Alex Leatherwood started at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? A lot of scrubs are not starting at Alabama. So I feel like this guy has a lot of potential. But I feel like there's a lot of turmoil out there in Vegas. And I just feel like as a young dude out there in Vegas and being around that toxic environment for what the Raiders were going through, I feel like it wasn't really that great for him. And probably, also having to be thrown out there into the fire and starting, I just think it was a lot for him. But I think for the Cowboys that we should go out and sign him. I understand he does have a lot of penalty issues. He has false start issues. He has holding issues and everything like that. But I felt like if the Cowboys can sign him, he can be a nice depth piece to our team. And who knows, maybe he just spends this year being a nice swing tackle for the Dallas Cowboys or guard, because he played guard for the Raiders and tackle. He has that ability to play tackle as well. So I think that the Dallas Cowboys should definitely take a flyer on this kid. Low risk, high reward. I don't know how the contract situation works. I don't know if you pick him up for the rest of what he has left remaining on his contract, he was a 5th rounder, so I think he has like at least 2 more years on his contract, plus a 5th-year option. I believe that's how it works when you let go over, offensive, a first-round pick that isn't out of his rookie deal yet. So I think the Cowboys should definitely go out there and sign him. Definitely pick him up. Take this year as just developmental year, and next year if he's ready to take the reins and he can be your starting left guard, and then Tyler Smith ends up being your starting left tackle, and if Tyler Smith is really great at left tackle, and then Alex Leatherwood can come in at left guard and just be a lot better than what he was in Oakland, and he can be a solid starter for you who's disciplined and everything like that. I think your new revamped offensive line will be fine because Tyler Smith, Alex Leatherwood, Tyler Harden has at least another 6 to 7 years in the league. Terrence Steele is your young dude, so you'll have your new offensive line will look pretty decent if Tyler Smith can be what you hope he is, and you can develop Alex Leatherwood into something. If the Cowboys are able to obtain him, I would love that for our new offensive line, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah, man, that's about it for the video. Comment your thoughts and also share and subscribe also if you're new. See you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day. See you later. Bye.